Welcome to the new user video series. In this video, I'm going to show you how to complete the onboarding page. It's relatively simple, although we're going to give a lot of attention to these two areas. So notice first, we want to set our time zone. Make sure this other information is correct. So we're just going to set it to Chicago. That's my time zone. Just make sure it's set to your time zone. Keep in mind that Rocket Ship is time zone aware when it does scheduling escalations. This is just for the admin site. Next, and also notice it will tell you when it's completed for each of these boxes. Next, we need to connect Rocket Ship to Autotask. This is always done using an API user. And so we're going to go ahead and create that now. So we're going to go to Autotask, Admin, Resources. We're going to hover here. If we just click New, it'll create a regular user. That will not work. We cannot, nor will we connect using a normal user. Instead, we'll connect using an API user. That is a safe, correct approach. We always recommend you name an API user, whether for us or anybody. By putting the last name as API, it makes it very obvious in your resource list which ones are API users and which ones are not. API user system, and we're just going to choose headquarters. This doesn't really matter, but it has to be filled out, so just choose your headquarters. Next, we're going to go ahead and generate a key and a secret and set the integration vendor. Do not save yet. You're not ready for that. So we're going to go ahead and set this. Notice we have these two fields. We need this data. Instead of copying this to Notepad, let's just not save just yet. And then we will go to the screen and then add it here. That way we never actually have to save the username password anywhere. It's a more secure process. So I can't click submit here because I haven't saved it. Now that we've copied, I'm going to click save and close, ensuring that this is active. Now I'm going to click submit. Rocket Ship's going to verify that it's an accurate working login. And then it's going to begin our download process. This download process can take 5 to 8 minutes. It depends on how much data you have, particularly if you have a lot of service calls. We're going to pause the video, and I'm going to resume it in about 5 minutes when this download is completed. Okay, so that download took about 5 minutes. The video is paused. I've resumed it, and you'll notice it now shows complete here. The final step is you need to map the resource you're using. This resource is just your login, and we just use it to create your initial roles, none of which are going to be active, but that way you have a baseline set, a configuration in the system for you to use. For me, it's P. Pierce. And Autotask always requires a role when assigning a resource to a ticket or task. Therefore, we must also map a role so we know which role you would use. So for this resource, we just have it set to executive management. And notice it takes you off the onboarding screen now that we've set those up. So it considers you complete and ready to go. We're going to go through each of these modules in another video, but otherwise, you're good to go.